Hello, Grandma Ducky. I'm trying some things. Trying to see if I could fix some things that they say you have to do when you're in a StreamYard. I don't know. Fix some things that they say you have to do when you're in a StreamYard. So, oh goodness, what a week. Oh my goodness, if it ain't one computer, it's the other computer. Hi, Jesus is Lord. Hi, Cartoon Universe. Mr. DJ. And then there's Jamie. Hi, the seventh son. And there's Miss Tasha. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out that thing, how to put it where it's subscribers only. So, and I know I looked at it when I made the StreamYard thing. Just forget it. Oh, I have done everything with this computer. Oh my goodness gracious. Hold on. So I got the giggles. Oh my goodness, because I had to laugh because I'll explain in a minute. And this is why I hate technology. I will really, really do. Because it never works the way you want it to work. Oh, they say, wait, it's supposed to work. They say it's supposed to work. Yeah. So that's why I have the giggles, because yes, I know it's a thing in YouTube. I have trouble doing that. And even listened. When you make the StreamYard, when it go into YouTube, it should be in the settings. Yeah, mine's not. It's not there. I don't know. There we go. Oh, come on. Alrighty. Well, if it would pin, I'm trying to see if it pinned, and then everything stops. All right, there we go. Alrighty. Because with StreamYard, I can't have two tabs up because one will go slow. I know YouTube already goes slow enough as it is, but then everything goes slow. Just like everything else with the Anastasia's school computer. All right. Hi, Miss Rita Roos. She just came in. And then What the Flock came in. I love that because that's so funny. My cousin used to say fudge all the time. At the time, she was one of those holier than thou Christians. So to hear her say fudge, I was just like, oh my goodness. She didn't, but she did. She said fudge. I was like, hmm, okay, let's go. And that's just like, I know other people stream your private chat and comments. I don't have that either. I can have my comments for myself, but that would do no good. I have the free one, so I guess I have Chrome, a Chromebook, so I guess it shows up differently on mine than it does whoever's. So, all right, we survived. Oh my goodness, we survived this week. It's been, oh my goodness. I'm telling you, that school computer. Mm, we had problems with it last year, and they kept saying it was because of the new program they used for Class Connect and all this other stuff. So I was like, okay, we'll leave it at that because they did have it. And Hydro Best Life. So hallelujah. And I was like, okay, so I'm sorry, something's bugging me. I know y'all already seen it, but it still just bugs me. So I was like, we'll give it a couple weeks. Oh no, the computer was still doing the same thing. We go into Class Connect, they tell us to click on another tab. It would knock us out of Class Connect, log us back in. I was like, I'm done with this computer. Something's gotta help. So I called the school helpline, and first of all, they sent us a new headset for her school because the other one, the right side stopped working, the left one was working. So it's like, all right, so let's see if that works. Oh no, it still did the same thing. So I was like, all right, it's time to call the help desk again. So I got tech support. It was the computer was telling her to tell me to do on my end could not be done whatsoever. She goes, just restore the whole thing from to the beginning. I'm like, are you sure? Because I was like, I know if it, system restore from the beginning, there's going to be a lot of stuff lost, or everything. So she goes, yes, it's going to be all right. Just do a system restore. For an hour on the phone with tech support, it had only gotten to 25%. I'm like, okay. She goes, well, here is the order number. If when it's through and everything, if you have any problems, call us back. Seriously, I try not to laugh when I'm telling this story, but I can't help it. So we go downstairs. I went downstairs last night to see how far I had gotten and everything. And it finally had finished, and you had to make a username and a password. I was like, all right. So we did that. Got down to this morning, and I got to log in, and everything that was on there for the school, little tabs and stuff and icons was gone. I was like, oh no. What did this girl get me to do? We've lost everything. There was no Google tab, no Firefox tab, no nothing. Just Microsoft. It's like, crud. This is not going to work today. So if I download Google Chrome again, got that back on there, then it won't let me log her into school. I can log my part as the learning coach, but not her part. Oh, like, oh my gosh. For 2 hours, we were back on with help desk tech support. Here's the funny thing. It was just a simple fix. She said that restore the computer was fine and everything. She goes, if you want all those little icons or things, then we can put those back up. That's simple. I said, no, that's okay. Just leave it like it is. If she needs it, we can fix that later. But here was a simple fix. It was the date and time. The date and time was wrong. And every time she tried to fix it, it would not set for Eastern time. And the date was fine, but the Eastern time it wouldn't keep. Here's the freaky part that freaked the mess out of me. And I know I know it can be done. And I was just like, okay, sit there. And she goes, type this in, and it gives it and everything. When it's saying, I'll get you a code. So, typed it in, got a code. She took control over the computer. I was like, yeah, this is pretty freaky. And she goes, yeah, I know. I was like, I used to be computer savvy. I said, not no more, because I definitely don't know how to do all that. But we finally fixed the time. We had to keep it not on automatic to where you have to manually go in there and fix it yourself. As soon as that was fixed, yeah, typed it, logged her in and everything else. Believe me, we got school done in less than 3 hours. It's like I was done with it. If you type in home, it will drop your link. Thank you, Miss Tasha. You want to say hi to everybody?
Hey.
Yes, Rita's in, Tasha's in there, and Joy Bus
bathroom.
And Grandma Ducky and DJ. Lulu. Barb. What the Flock. Cartoon Universe. The Seventh Son. Miss Jamie's in there. So she's going to watch TV in Mom and Dad's room because they watch stuff I don't like to watch. I guess it's okay to watch. I'm just not very interested in it. But yeah, that was, oh my goodness. Hold on, I'll be right back. Yeah, Sam. All right, I'm back. Just a little bit of help. So, okay, DJ, that's fine. Hi, Miss Lashes. Because I was like, I know I put the link up there. Because then I clicked it off. Whoops. I guess I need to put my phone on silent for a little bit. What you doing?
I left my blankie downstairs.
You left your blankie downstairs.
I'll go get it.
You gonna go get it?
Just because I'm going.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't ask because she takes stuffies and blankets and everything in there on her mom and dad's bed and makes a tent or something or another. So, and then she just watches whatever they watch. A couple of them, like I said, they don't watch anymore. And one of them, they said it's Mr. Beast. I don't know who that is. I'll go in there every once in a while just to see because it sounds like it's something funny. But yeah, we definitely have totally different tastes on a lot of things, which is good, you know. And then some things we agree on the same things, which is good with that too. So yeah, survived. We survived this week. Definitely survived this week because that computer, I was just like, did it stuff run fast? It runs faster now. Now that oh, it still had Adobe on there. I call it Acrobat, but I know that's not the correct thing for it. But she did say there was a lot of programs on there that when we had gotten the computer that they don't run anymore or anything. So that could have been the issue of it logging out of the Class Connect and everything. So we shall see Tuesday because Monday is a holiday. We get a 3-day weekend. She doesn't know it. She she thinks she's they'll only get 2 days this week. So that's gonna be a nice surprise. I tell her Sunday we can sleep in Monday. That's nice. But I don't sleep in. I would love to sleep in. I really would. I say every Saturday, oh good, I get to sleep in. I don't get to sleep in at all. I don't know, it's because of habit or because the way my body is or but I still get up at 3 o'clock in the morning because I can't I'm uncomfortable. Yeah, we get the free channels, but we also have Hulu and Paramount. No, we don't have. Do y'all still have Netflix? Netflix and then Disney. Sorry, we still like Disney. Now remember,
I remember.
okay, you remember. Teach her that she's on a dress to be careful. Oh yeah. Oh goodness. It's like school starts and in 2 weeks they have a holiday. I'm like, really? You know,
I need some upgrades for my nest.
oh, you making a nest?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
why not?
Why not? There you go. Tonight's Friday night. No school tomorrow.
No.
I sleep in once in a while, but I wake up early sometimes too, and my mind is up.
I got the fun.
Okay, I know. 5 o'clock this morning, I was up. I was like, really? Why? And I know, don't pick up the phone and look at it, but I look at it to see what time it is, and then my mind starts, and I'm just like, oh, I need to go back to sleep because I need to get up and do things. But I know if I get up that early and try to stay up, forget it. That does not work. Not at all. Have you ever gone back and watched yourself on a video? It is so funny, especially with no sound. And I'm like, hi, Vision. How are you doing? So, um, yeah, survived. What have you survived this week? Oh, I have those days. I sit there, and it just depends. I, I know when my body says you need to lay down and take a nap. Okay, I'll take a nap. Sometimes my naps can be 5 minutes and my mind's awake and everything, and that's the fibromyalgia. And sometimes that nap is a little bit longer than I've planned, but you know, your body does what your body needs to do. That's good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We survived the week. I was telling them about the computer problems with the school computer that we use. My granddaughter uses for her school, and I was just like, I was so ready to throw that thing away and just tell them to send me a new one, but they got it fixed. It's got it working. It's like, oh my goodness. But yeah, it's frustrating when you have class connect sessions and the computer, you go into it and then they say click on this link to go to do something else while they're still in the class connect, and one is running slow and the other one you get kicked out of, and it's like, oh my goodness, over this thing over in. But supposedly it's fixed, and we will see Tuesday how that's going to go. So I went back and put in the link for a StreamYard if y'all want to, anybody that wants to come up. If I miss anybody, hello. So survived. Oh, let's see here. Well, I can tell you in the 70s we survived the supposed gas shortage that we had. Um, we survived, and we survived a lot of stuff. Then we survived, let's see, the biggest thing, 1999 to 2000. Yeah, I had to laugh because my mom, she bought so much stuff. And then, I mean, we had jugs and jugs and jugs of water. And I understand that because they grew up in the Depression time. Um, my dad was born in 31 and my mom was born in 34. So they were young, but they still remembered and and everything. Then my dad, they went saw the wars, and then my dad was in the Korean War, and but I got the biggest tickle out of her because she really believed that everything was going to go down. I'm like, and I understood that. But it was just the way she was talking and everything about it. And I'm just like, the banks were going to close. And of course, that was the hype from the TV. And hey, there you go. You survived last night. I totally agree. And I was like, they already have, the computers weren't going to work, and this wasn't going to work, and the grid was going to go down. The grid was going to go down because it wasn't going to recognize from 1999 to 2000. It didn't happen. Now, like 6 months later in New York, they lost power in the whole city, but that was because somebody did a boo boo and everybody lost power. So, yes, to me, be prepared for anything and everything. some of it's all hype and some of it's not hype. But you have to go back and look and see what we survived and go back and look at, oh, they said this was going to happen. It really didn't happen. You know, and then they jacked the prices up. That's what they did in the 70s because I remember so much. I remember gas was 35 cents a gallon and bread was 5 cents a loaf. I'll never forget that. It was going right before we were going to church one Sunday. My dad was talking about, we always went to the car wash. The gas station had a car wash. Got the car wash. He picked up 2 rolls of Sarts mints. And one was peppermint and one was winter mint. Hey, those came in handy when the preacher went over and you were hungry. You needed something to eat. So the Mayan calendar is a hoax. Oh, I have no idea. Oh, some things that people we used to say back then and called us all conspiracy theory people. A lot of things are coming true. So, but I never forget, he would sit there, hi Niecy, he would, every Sunday, we turned that corner and gas was like 55 cents a gallon for regular gas. I remember gas when it was 25 cents a gallon. This is highway robbery. Why is it 55 cents? And I'm just like, oh, goodness gracious. Yep, Big Corps makes money for spreading fear. You got that right. Yes, they do. Because they did it back then. Showing us supposed gas, people in line for gas and everything. And we go out right around. We were like, we don't see no line in the gas stations for gas. And my mom worked for a grocery store. And I remember that bread being 20 cents a loaf. And then it would be like 3 weeks later, it was, up like every 5 cents or something or another. And she would say the same thing. I'm just like, because they were talking about gas shortages being, so they had to raise the prices because there wasn't enough gas for the truck drivers to get there. And oh, gee, does that sound like something we hear today? Yeah. They say history repeats itself. Let's see, 70s. That's I would say 40 years ago, maybe. I have to sit and think. I don't really remember. I don't like to remember how old I am, but that's all right. And I haven't, like I said, we've seen it before. We've survived then. We'll survive now. So, but yeah, I would just survive. Just think of it, day by day or week by week, and everything. So I got some. Hi, Joe, Garden State Gardener. I'm crocheting, so look. Okay, that's fine. I gotta get to doing some more crocheting, and then I told Anastasia Saturday is craft day because she's like too much TV. Well, not too much TV, too much YouTube. I'm the same way. So here I'm like, okay, what I'm gonna do? I need to be doing this. And then I'll bring up the computer and I'm like, oh, this person has a video, that person has a video. I'm like, I've got like 100 things going on at the same time. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You have a safe weekend too. And it's especially being Labor Day weekend. You know, they're red and blue lights out in full force on the weekend. Oh, Nixie posted a video of the fair knit crochet ribbon winners in case anybody wants to watch it later. Oh, yeah, definitely. I don't know about y'all, but me, there is not enough time in the day to watch. All right, now not every channel that I've subscribed to is because um I don't know how I want to say this. Every channel I'm subscribed to is only because maybe one thing they had on there because I was looking for, like a cooking or something. So out of what I would say 948 that I've subscribed to, half of them are people actually I want to watch. The other ones are like just for one thing I want to see. And Joy was telling me the other week or so how to keep that one video I wanted to see, not the whole channel. I just don't have time to go back and do that yet. Or I save it and watch later. Watch later hasn't happened either. So I was like, oh my goodness. Thank you, Vision. Thank you for coming in and stopping in. We'll see you later. Have a blessed weekend and safe weekend too. Oh, I understand. All right, so the cough comes from the food allergy I have. Apparently, a couple weeks ago, at least my hands didn't do what they normally do. Thank the Lord. Um, a few weeks ago, oh, let's see, every Monday is grocery day. And so a few weeks ago, they went to Hot Hit Burritos. And normally, I don't have any issues. Oh, no, wait a minute, Timmy. Well, we had that too, but it was also sheets on a Friday night, no, Saturday night, because when they get home, get off of work, they really don't feel like cooking. So we had, okay, um, so we had sheets. So I was like, I've been doing good with just having the chicken tenders because that's kind of like, I know it's fried, but at least I know there'll be no residue or, you know, anything. So I was like, well, I'm going to try a chicken sandwich again. And I think she orders it through the phone. But sometimes when they go in, they tell them to change their gloves. Well, apparently they didn't change their gloves, so they either made the hamburgers first or somebody else's first, and then they made mine with the chicken. And yeah, if they touched hamburger and then touched chicken, then that hamburger is on the chicken, and then that's how I have a reaction, unless I actually eat a hamburger. So I was like, no, no more, no more fast food. If they say you want something, I'm like, just get me the chicken tenders because I already know I can have that. But any other time, it's like, no, thank you. Just make me something here at home. I agree. I don't have time to watch my TV as I wish I could. I play friends' videos or playlists to help them. I'm really not watching. Yes, I know. I have that. And they say the sound, they can tell if you've got the sound up or not. And I'm just like, really? That's really poking into people's privacy then. And I'm like, you know, if somebody got the sound off, I'm like, whatever. That's okay. I know how to fix that part too. So this one I think it needs to be charged. But I have another phone, and then I have a tablet that I got for free. So, that's what I try to do. I'm on here. Now I can run like 3 or 4 tabs on here if I'm not on StreamYard, and then watch people's videos, and then I can do it on my tablet, and then one on the phone, and then I have my phone. So I'm like, yeah, I try to keep up. And if I get to one person's channel, believe me, I will get to your channel one way or another, because it shows up in the algorithm or the thing on the side, and then I'll sit there and I'm like, wait a minute, I haven't seen this person in a while. Let me go check and make sure I'm still subscribed. Hey Argons, how are you doing? What have you survived? So I was like, yeah, because I'm like, wait a minute, I hadn't seen this person. For example, Laura at Hedgehog Homestead. Normally she's in the little thing, or if I click on home, it shows all the channels and everything, and then other things, and you can go to your subscriptions, and it shows everybody that has done a video. Like, what? Well, it's like 2 weeks. I'm like, I haven't seen Laura's stuff. Sure enough, it's not in the scroll of people I watch. I'm like, y'all just want to put whoever out there you want to put out there. Yeah, I have the sound down to almost off, but not completely off. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I know. I don't understand that part, because I have people, just here recently that I subbed to, and then go back to watch a video, and I'm not subbed to them no more. I'm like, what y'all doing? So I, sub back to them. I don't know. That I think they don't know sometimes what they're doing, but that's all right. I just, you know, do my thing, and make sure that I'm doing my thing for everybody else. This is so weird. That was like I was talking to the help desk today, or tech support for the school. And then I told her, if it had been 20 years ago, I may have been able to know how to fix it myself. I said, but today, forget it. I said, mm-mm. Yeah, technology is so advanced. I don't know a single thing. Quiet listener, hello. And I was like, no, no, when I sit there, that freaked me out though. I was like, that computer came up, and then not regular, because usually when you lift it up, turn it on, it comes up with blue screen. It has student on there, and you can click on that, and none of the K-12. Should we do K-12? None of the K-12 stuff was there or anything else. I was like, oh my gosh, what did this girl tell me to do? But it works, so that's what matters. And then with this thing, update. Those are the last update for this Chrome computer was in June, and then it still updates. So I don't know. It's like this one is 2 years, 3 years old. The one I have. So I'm quite sure you know, it's out of date already. And my son and daughter-in-law don't make a lot of money. So, when I asked, okay, I told them I needed a computer because the other one doesn't work. And I said, I don't need nothing fancy. I just need something to do YouTube and check emails, and that's it. So that's what they did. I see it says Acer Chromebook 15. And it's got it says 100 GB. So it does, that's the drive. HDMI ports, the webcam. Well, at the time, it was up to 3 times faster. And a 12-hour battery life. But it has 64 something. I don't know. It doesn't have that much GB. And I'm still good with it as long as it works. Now, it will, if I leave a tab up too long, which I normally do because I'm trying to get back to look at something or read it. Alrighty, Free Hanley. Nisi, we'll see you later. Thank you. Hugs back to you. And talking about this computer, I was like, well, if I leave that tab up too long, then it's wants to flash. And I'm like, so I turned that tab, just clicked it all off, shut it down, just closed it, and then I opened it. It was fine. So I was like, well, I'll just put it in a bookmark like I normally do so I can go back to it. So, everybody have any good plans this weekend? We're just staying home. Not going anywhere, just staying home. Yeah. Now, I do have some videos coming out. I have a mail call that we did because it was perfect. Now, I have a video for myself that I'm not allowed to put up. But when y'all see this other video, the mail call that we got, it is amazing. I'm not saying anything because I'll give it away, but it was definitely a good surprise for my son and daughter-in-law. And they were just shocked that I was so happy because normally they say, I can't keep a secret. Well, this time I kept the secret and I was able to surprise them. Hi, Miss Deanna. How are you doing? Hi, Garner State Garner. Hi, Joe. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. So, and then in today's mail, I got my gift from Andale Homestead when I won something in her giveaway. So I'll be doing a mail call on that. And then, let's see, we got some other videos coming up. Yeah, then Gail Southern Living, her the Fall Fest 22 is this month. So that's going to be some cool things because it's like 72 channels out there in the Fall Fest. So I was like, man, one person will, because there's finalists, and whoever was the semifinalist goes to the finalists at the end of the month, and they get to win. One person's going to win 72 prizes, and they range from anywhere from gift cards to stuff people make and everything. And I'm just like, wow, that's something. I was like, um, now let me think. Because so much, like I said, so much has happened this week and everything. And I got the biggest tickle out of something. No, this is bad. Because I said, I got to tell this in the live. Oh, I remember what it is now. It's just so funny. Like I said, it was just so simple, but so many things have happened this week. So, I will do want to say this. I want to say, Deanna, thank you so much. She ordered 2 lotions from me and everything, and I did it. Was able to mail it out to her this week. So I was like, that was such a blessing. My first order, I was like, woo, cool. So because of that, this is what comes into play with what what I got so tickled about was everybody's talking about stickers and everything. Well, I've been trying to get stickers made through the Teespring or Spring store and everything, and that just stuff is not working either. So I'm like, okay. Then I was talking to Jamie, Devil Dog's wife, Devil Dog's keeper, and she went to Walmart and they got the sticker things from Walmart. You can print off stickers. It's like, okay, well, maybe I could do that. And I was like, well, Lord, I know. Or labels. I was like, well, then I was like, well, then Deanna, when she ordered the lotions, I'm like, well, I need to get labels. I'm like, all right, Lord, I cannot get out of this house that much. I go to the doctor's, I go pay rent, and I come home. And I've been wanting to get the Joanne fabric so bad. I said, but I really try to need to get to see about getting some labels or something. And I was like, oh. So I had got Teresa and Lee at Stringfield Ridge Farm had their 5-year giveaway a few weeks ago. And that package came in the mail. And I had been not opening it up because I was waiting to do a mail call. My son and my daughter-in-law goes, you ever going to open that up? So I opened it up and showed them what was in it. Not thinking, exactly what was in it and everything else. I was like, okay. So the other day, I was in there, after I was making the lotions, like, I really need to go get labels. And I get the biggest tickle to myself. And I was like, the Lord goes, you got labels. What are you talking about? And I was like, yes, that's right. That's right. Teresa sent me labels. And I was like, I'm sitting there thinking, go to the store, Walmart, buy those labels, print stuff off and everything. And
That's right, Teresa, send us labels.
I was like, there you go. And the Lord is like, you got labels. And I got the biggest tickle out of that because it was like something so small that.
We also got yellow mechanical pencil.
That he just reminded me, that's a small thing. I can take care of that. I can take care of the big things. So I was like, yes, Lord. Yes.
Business card.
Wait a minute. You don't want to show their address? There you go. And I was like, I just got to tell everybody that because that was just a blessing to me. And I was like, and if he takes care of that little thing of you needing labels, he's going to take care of the big things that seem overwhelming. And I was just like, well, that's right. I had the biggest tickle.
Drink.
And I had to laugh. I was just like, yes, Father. Yes, I understand. We got Sharpies.
Hi, CJ.
And there's Jay.
Yeah, hey Nancy, how are you?
You finished eating?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got my favorite part.
What's your favorite part? Everybody says hello.
Hi.
Oh, you're welcome. So, what'd you have for lunch?
I had a chicken sandwich from a wing restaurant.
And we got in the blue cup.
Cool.
Yep.
Oh, yes, Joy Blast Life. I love Joanne's too. Fabric. I had to order her the yarn to do her blanket. Took it like a week for it to get here. I'm just like, their house is right down the street. Why would it take so long to get here?
Mm-hmm.
The remote of the blanket.
Yeah, here's the. Right.
The yarn blanket.
This is a little over 6 feet tall. Nice. It's two of the big rolls together, and
Yeah.
she needs one more, but right now that's big enough for her.
Yeah.
Manga. Just add each year, add on to it. I'm like, do you know how big that blanket would be at 18 years?
Yeah. Yeah.
When the package first arrived, his mom was like, why is the package so big? And then she saw the yarn roll and she was like,
Oh.
So how's your day been, Mr. DJ?
My day's going good. We're almost done with what we're doing with the house.
Oh,
So,
that's good.
yes, I don't know if you would notice, but this wall behind me used to be blue, not white.
I thought something looked different.
So, yeah.
turtle the hamburger turtle.
Nice. But yeah, we ended up painting my room. So, yeah.
Do you like the white?
It's okay with me. I mean, it definitely makes the room a lot more brighter. But
Well, that's
yeah,
good.
yeah, it's good. We just need to finish, put it down the floor, and then we will be good to go.
All right.
Yeah. Let me see if I can show you.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we're almost done. Basically got that bit left to do.
Okay.
Yep.
So is that easier for the your wheelchair to have no carpet in there?
Yeah. I mean, it's a little easier just because when we had carpet, who was, I haven't had carpet in here in like 10, 10 years,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's easier because sometimes my wheels wouldn't move the right way because it's not a smooth surface.
Right.
So yeah,
Oh yeah. When the wheels can't get that traction, then
yep,
just like spin and spin and spin.
yeah. So and not to mention the carpet was always stolen from pets and other stuff. So wanted an easy way to clean up any mess.
Right.
Yeah,
You want to
but
hear?
yeah, well,
I was like, you want to hear a secret?
yeah,
The carpets are a mess anyway, no matter what.
yeah, yeah.
We have spelt so much stuff and cleaned it up and everything, and I just told myself, just forget it. When
Yeah,
we decide to move or something, we'll just get a carpet cleaner and clean it.
yeah. You
So,
know what was interesting? When we began on my roof, they actually felt a leak in my subfloor, so I had water coming into my room underneath the floor.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, got it taken care of, but just to hear that is crazy. Like,
Yeah, that is good. It was taken care of. Yeah,
yeah,
weird things happen.
yep, but I mean, we're pretty much done with most of the renovations. We don't have that part of the floor in the bathroom to take care of now.
No, that's good.
Yep.
Oh, I know. I'm like, accidentally spills here and accidentally spills there, because we rent, and it's like, hurry up with the towel to get it up.
Yeah.
All right. Oh,
Hmm.
She had shut the door.
Okay.
So, oh goodness gracious. Yeah, I've found myself taking Motrin every 4 to 6 hours. I was like, I got to where I didn't have to take any pain medicine, but uh, if I don't take something, I don't function at all.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my goodness.
Mm.
Moving slowly, but at least I'm moving.
Yeah. Mhm.
So that's what I was like, when I was trying to figure out, so what am I put on here for? Oh, this was Wednesday, and I was like, oh, we survived. What have you survived? I got
Yeah.
about this computer. But we know we survive every single day.
Yeah. I mean, I would just say next time I come out, I might be come out from my computer because we just moved it into my office. Which,
Wow.
yeah, it's great. Which we had to build the office because I was in our front living room
Right.
open space. I, even though I have my headphones on and they can't hear the whole conversation, they still hear me talking and like wonder who is he talking to and what's the other person saying to him? Like,
Oh goodness.
I mean, it's funny just to kind of get off the call and have to explain what we're talking about. So,
If they hear me, my uh, son and daughter-in-law, they hear me laughing, and I'm like, they go, we wonder what you're laughing at sometimes, or sometimes it's a video I'm watching. Sometimes it may be the TV. Then my son may say something that I hear him. I'm laughing at him. So at least I'm laughing.
yeah, they hear me laughing too, and they can't tell what I'm laughing at, which makes me laugh more because I again have to say, oh, I'm watching video. I heard a joke from a friend, and yeah, just hearing one side of the conversation doesn't go well when you're not in the conversation, but you're hearing one side of it.
Exactly. I
Yeah,
remember when Bluetooth came out,
yeah, yeah,
and we would see people walking down the street, and they're just talking up a storm and everything, and it's like, are they talking to themselves? Then they finally turn and they have that Bluetooth or headphone in their ear, and we're like, oh, that's what that is.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
I remember that my dad used to have one with I used a couple times. Yeah, it's weird. Well, it was weird back then because this was late 2007, so it was still kind of new.
Mm-hmm.
So, just to have something on or in your ear and you're talking to people, that's weird.
Well, I grew up in a time that we were taught that if somebody was talking to themselves, they were crazy. So, not really that they actually were crazy, but that's what people thought. And so when people had the cell phones, you could see the cell phones, and then when they came out with the earbuds or the headphones, and then
Yeah.
thing, you kind of start like in that mindset, are they crazy and talking to themselves? Actually, we're
Yeah.
talking to somebody.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure that's how most people felt. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how most people felt when cell phones actually came out. Hey,
Hello, quiet listener.
Hello. Good day
So
to you.
I'm. Thank you. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
That's good. What is your name?
Victoria.
Hi, Victoria. That is a beautiful name.
yes, it is.
Mhm. I'm kind of new here, so I'm a little embarrassed.
Well, welcome to the channel. I try to make a theme, and sometimes I just like, just forget that. We're just gonna talk.
Yeah.
I got you through Joy Bless Life's channel.
Oh, well, good. And let's see how I like that because everybody watches somebody else, like with from Triple Threat and Joy Bless Life and Double Dog and
Yep.
JT and Deanna, and everybody just meets from different channels, and then we all become friends. I was like, it's so cool. That's how I met a lot of people. I was telling my granddaughter, Anastasia's my granddaughter. I was like, I have more friends now than I did in high school.
Good.
But you
Fun.
that's for sure. Uh, I usually am pretty quiet and reclusive, but since I started YouTube, it brought me out my shell.
There you go.
Yep.
Definitely.
I play Native American flute and read Native American stories.
Oh,
Some of that stuff on my channel.
nice. Yeah. I was telling people last week, my son and daughter-in-law had to have a dog.
Yeah.
All girls in the other room. That my son did his ancestry through 23andMe and found that they've gone all the way back to indigenous Indian and Neanderthal with him. And I was like, he goes, wow, it goes back so far that they don't even know what Indian tribe he comes from.
Yeah, my ancestry goes back to like the 1600s, and most of my ancestors came from England, Ireland. My mom's dad was Norwegian. Her mother was Irish. My father's mother family came from England, and my father's family came from Ireland. So I've got more Irish than anything, but they rumor through family that we've got Indiana, some kind of Native American on both sides of my family. I haven't found it yet, so I don't claim it. But I've always, since I could walk and talk, been fascinated with anything to do with Native Americans. I don't know where it came from. It just, that's where it's at.
Yeah, definitely.
No.
Yeah, because he comes. Well, my dad's parents are Hungarian and Czechoslovakian, 100%. So through him, and I'm supposed to be his daughter, there should be some trace of something of that. My son has none of it, and I always claimed I was adopted. So I was like, "Well, there's the proof. I am, you know." So when he comes back,
Well, on my grandmother's side, the ancestry went all the way back to King Edward the First, was related to my grandmother. And then, believe it or not, on my grandfather, the Wallace side, the ancestry went all the way back to William Wallace. I don't know if you know who that is.
oh yeah,
Yeah, and the funny thing is, King Edward the First would be turning over in his grave to know that the Wallaces and the Ingarts came together, which the Ingarts, when they came to America, they changed it to the Inyards because for some reason people couldn't pronounce or catch Ingard, so they
right.
changed it to Inyard. But rolling over in his grave because he's the one that had William Wallace killed and gave his minions, his soldiers, whatever, the right to claim a woman on her wedding night before the marriage was even consummated. They would
Right.
come in if they wanted, grab the lady from her wedding and take her and have fun with her and then let her go. Well, that's why William Wallace's wife killed herself, was because that happened to her.
Oh my
But
goodness.
then Edward found out that William Wallace was having an affair with his daughter. He was not a happy camper. And
Oh,
she had a couple of children by William Wallace, and that's how the ancestry kept going. But it's not common knowledge
right.
about all of that. You know, they made the movie out to be more than, they had to make it interesting. They wanted watchers, you know.
It
So
definitely.
it was embellished, let's put it that way. The movie was embellished a little bit.
Yeah. He found out that it's like, I want to say like 40% German and 35% French, and then it goes Switzerland. Then I think there's some Irish in there. His somewhere there on the African coast, he's got something from that. Something from the middle, like a 0.7% from the Middle East, and then the Neanderthal and the indigenous Indian and Viking, Scandinavian.
Yeah.
And I was just like, not a lick of Hungarian and not a lick of Slovak or Czech or nothing in them. I was like, well, they're going to have mine done.
Always trust those DNA, you know, in things because they don't always get it right.
Yeah.
They do the best they can, but they don't always get it right.
Because my mom did hers, and it was all from England and Ireland, Italy, and Scottish.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of
And
the Irish came over here as indigent. I hope I say the word indigent servant.
Indian servants, yes.
Yeah,
'Cause-
and some were actually slaves. Some were brought over here, the Irish, as slaves. And back when America was first starting out, a lot of Irish were policemen, and they made 1 cent a day compared
mhm.
to other, like the English made more as police officers.
Yeah.
They were looked at less than the Irish were. And so they were treated as such back then. So, you know, all nationalities go through uh, prejudices. And, you know, the Irish was one of them that went through some serious prejudices, the Irish and the Scots, mostly by English. I mean, they're all, I never get that because they're all white. You know, they kept themselves open. You still got the same insights, the same blood color. I mean, I don't get the
Exactly.
prejudice in people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then my mom, when she did her ancestry on her dad's side, um there's a house that's in it's in Virginia. It's on the Appomattox River where they came through in the 1680 that they came through. And he came as an indentured servant to it was a Roach, that might be my mom's um grandmother's. But Roach came over with Blankenship and he was an indentured servant to Blankenship.
Yeah, you know what
And
that is, right? You know
yes.
what?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
they owed money, and so more or less they were coming over here working their butts off for absolutely nothing, but to get out of a slavery of types. You know,
Exactly.
Cause,
And she went back that far, but and as she was going back, she found out that in the Civil War, not the Revolutionary War, the picture and the drawing of the George Washington standing there with his horse, and the
Mhm.
man holding his horse is like my 12th generation grandfather
Wow.
holding
mm,
the rein of the George Washington's horse. I was like, I used to brag about that in school so much.
That's so
yeah,
cool.
man.
Yeah, I've got old ancestry pictures. I actually have a picture up here on the wall of my grandfather's grandma and grandpa, and it's done from charcoal, and
Mm,
it's over 200 years old. It's still in its original frame, made of some type of plaster of Paris type stuff, you
mm,
Yeah.
know. And I have copies. Let me show you some
cool.
of my ancestry pictures. I can find it here. Hope everything don't go falling out of here. Oop, like that. I just lost a coin somewhere. I have my coins in here. Um, oh,
Mm,
it's falling out. I have one of a Civil War picture of an ancestor. When you was talking about Civil War, it made me think of this picture I have. If I can find it.
So,
In Virginia, it's called Hollywood Cemetery, and they have a pyramid there that they built because they have. I think they said like 90,000 Civil War soldiers that they had no name to or anything, and they wanted to give them a burial, but they didn't know what else to do, so they buried them there and put a pyramid on top of them.
This isn't the Civil War one, but this is one of my
Oh
ancestors.
wow!
nice.
Um, I,
Let's
I
see
don't know
here.
where the Civil War one. Oh, there it is. His name was Abraham, and
Well, I am trying to get
Uh,
no, don't do that. Right, Victoria, I am trying to get you. All right, hold on. I am trying to make her.
yeah, I know what you're trying to do. Yeah. Okay.
There. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
so this
Now,
is from the Civil War. One of my ancestors, and
oh wow.
this was during the last oh, what is it called? When everybody was going to soup lines.
Was that the Great Depression?
Yeah, the Great Depression. This is my grandma's mom and dad, and she jokingly would always tell me, "I remember coming over in the wagons."
I remember those stories. We walked to school in the snow and rain and everything else.
She wasn't born yet, and so this is her mom and dad and her two brothers here.
Oh
So,
wow.
cool.
yeah, I have other ancestry pictures. I'm not exactly sure where they are, though.
Hmm.
I thought I had them in this book, but let's see if I can find nothing in
Joy said, show the pictures without the green screen. I think it's messing the picture up.
here. Oh, okay.
A little bit.
Give me just a second.
Hmm.
Here we go. I'll show it again. This was a couple pictures that was taken here in Washington when my
Oh wow.
ancestors first came. They're looking at the land right there. You can see a few of them way back there in the background.
Yeah.
So that's one of their shots of the land, and then this is another one.
That is so cool.
And then this was my grandmother's mother.
No.
Mm-hmm. You know, we're talking about, the land and everything. I remember in the 70s how the land was not developed like it is now. And it's like been in the last 30 years. It's like,
So there's the Civil War.
housing developments and everything just like took over everything for some. And I was like,
Well, that's the only ones I can find at this time. I don't have a clue what happened to all my other ones. Oh, here is. I don't know that I can take her out, so I have to. Hopefully, there won't be too much of a glare. Now, this is. Her name was Speck. Belle Speck.
okay.
And Belle Speck joined the Buffalo Bill Roadshow,
Mm-hmm.
and she married John Starr, a Native American man, and her name then became Belle Starr.
Oh, wow.
If you know who Belle Starr is.
I kind of remember a little bit. I know the name, but I can't remember exactly.
She did something. I can't remember exactly what in the Buffalo Bill Roadshow, but she stopped wearing dresses. She was quite young in this one. She stopped wearing dresses and started wearing pants and shirts.
Yeah.
Buffalo. show. So, and then this is, I like the picture. I'm not sure who they are. I know they're my ancestors, but a couple twin girls.
That is so
were
cool.
family. And then that picture I showed you, my grandma's mom and dad, and that other house. Well, the other house was built in place of this house here.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, everybody had log cabins.
Yeah.
My grandma's dad, who was over 6 foot tall,
Wow.
Nice.
and here's her mom and dad. Everybody says I look like my grandma's mom.
You do.
That's her
Yeah.
mom and dad. So
Mm.
yeah, that's the only ones I can find at this time. But yeah, you were talking about ancestry type stuff, so I thought I'd come up and share.
Nice.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm trying. There we go.
Yeah.
And my mom found out that she's related to the Hatfields and McCoys. I was like, how did we have to know that?
Well, there was a girl. I can't remember exactly how it went, but there was a young girl and one of the boys from either the
Yeah.
the Hatfield, and they were in love, and they were trying to get past the family quarrel, and so yeah, I can see how that could happen.
So, but there's some cool stuff that when you start looking at everything, and how it all started was because my mom's mom wanted to find her dad, and they could find him up to like 19. I want to say they said 45 or so like that in Richmond, Virginia. Then after that, there was nothing. No burial, no nothing, unless he was, they call it a pauper's grave, where they just buried people with no name.
Yeah.
Pauper's graves.
A pauper's grave. So that's how that all started. And so she just kept going with it. And that's how she found all the way back to 1680. I was like, wow.
Cool. Yeah, I could tell you a little bit about mine because my grandmother on my mom's side is literally from the Philippines, so I'm like a cool Filipino, and on my dad's side, they're Italian, so I'm not between Filipino, Italian, and whatever my grandfather is on my mom's side. I'm not 100% sure what he is. Yeah.
Well, that's cool, DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool to know your ancestry. It gives you a lot of information of your background. It's like I'm sitting here today going, what happened? We had doctors and lawyers and all kinds of big people, and now we're just housewives and labor workers.
Exactly. And I was like, talking about we survived. They survived. They survived without electricity and running water and everything that we have. And I'm quite sure we can survive too.
Yep.
A lot of people, I know a lot of people are going back to homesteading and living off the land and everything. I 12, 13 years ago, I'll see, yeah, back before 2009, I probably could, but, you know, it'd be really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody who's giving more information on the actual Bell Star. And I'm thinking by reading what this person wrote, my family was greatly mistaken about that young lady in that picture because I don't know her full name, but I know her name was Bell, and she married in somebody with the name of Star, but maybe it was a totally different person and they just assumed it. And
Yeah.
a lot of things are said word of mouth from ancestor to ancestor, and it can get changed. Just like any story, it gets slightly changed as it goes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like I said, by reading what Dixieland wrote, I'm thinking my family got it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Go ahead, DJ.
Not but I will cut out next time. I'm gonna get off this.
I was
Okay.
just going to say the same thing. I have to jump down because I need to go shower. And it was so nice to meet you. And I'll
Yeah.
be doing a live later this evening, probably my time, Pacific time, around 7 o'clock. And I do play the Native American flute. I read a Bible verse or a Bible prayer in the beginning. And then I play my flute. And then I read a Native American story. And then I just chit chat. And then at the end of my show, I play some more Native American flute. So I hope I'll see you there.
Definitely. Put your link, type home in the chat box so we can get your link.
All right. Thank
Yeah.
you.
You're welcome. Have a great evening and a great weekend.
You
Right.
too. Bye.
Alrighty. And DJ's gone and Victoria's gone. So I think I'm gonna head off too. It's almost dinner time, so I gotta figure out something to eat. But Devil Dog, if you're still in here, I have a special video for you. She's gonna have to wait and see what me and Anastasia did. Yeah, you just never know. So, but yeah, but like I said, it's been one of those weeks. We survived the week. Everybody survived the week. Oh, come on. I was putting this up here. His gospel message on last team. Okay. Team Jesus Ministries at 9 p.m. Eastern. See, I gotta write all this stuff down because I'll lose track of it. Because, like I said, I'll be saying, well, where's this person? I haven't seen this person. And I was like, YouTube just, wants you to see what they want you to see. Right. There, I got it down. Write everything down. Because I was like I said, information age. Yeah, that started back in 1984 when computers was in the school. That old floppy disk. Y'all remember those floppy disks? Didn't have a little disk drive. Yeah, it's one thumb drive and all this other stuff. Alrighty. Well, I have enjoyed my time. I hope y'all have enjoyed y'all's time. If y'all have prayer requests, leave them in the community page, tab page, whatever. Leave them here below. I'll go back and look at them and everything. But I am going to get off so I can get myself maybe take a nap because, yeah, 5 o'clock this morning was not a good time because my alarm went off in 2 hours and I think I got an hour of sleep. So everybody have a wonderful weekend. Have a great holiday weekend, Labor Day weekend. Stay safe. God bless. I love all of y'all. Go look at everybody's channel. One video a week. If that's all you can do, then that's what we do. Love and support everybody. There's enough bad in the world. That's why we like to laugh and have fun and bring life. Like Elijah, he brought those dead bones to life, and we can do the same thing. So alrighty, everybody. She's in another room. Have a good old time. So, God bless. Stay safe. Love y'all, and have a wonderful and safe weekend. And we'll see you next time on Our Treasure Home.